Our biggest week in the history of our campground renovation is coming up next week. We have a full slate of activities that includes installing fencing, includes getting solar setups done, includes starting on the playground, includes finishing all the tent platforms and receiving the shipment of tents as well in a 40-foot shipping container, which is a lot of tents, and our stoves and everything else that's going in the tents. So we have a massive amount of work to do. We have equipment coming in to help with that. So we have a front loader and an excavator that yours truly will be driving. And we have a chipper to chip up all of our sticks that we need to turn into mulch, like right behind me. After next week, this campground is going to feel incredibly different. And this is when it gets exciting for me. This is when projects go from oh crap to oh wow. If you're just joining us for the first time, my name is Brian, and my wife Joanna and we bought an old motel in the beautiful mountain enclave of Promised Land back in 2020, and we renovated it into a 5-star boutique hotel. And now we're on to our next project. We bought this old campground just down the road, and we're renovating it into the region's next best camping destination. But we have a ton of work to do, and we only have 4 weeks until we welcome our first guests. I was gonna have a witty line to sort of come back and say what we're gonna do to get ready, but honestly, it's a bit overwhelming right now. The list of things that we have to do just keeps on growing. One of my biggest weaknesses is just continuing to add stuff because it's so fun and exciting to be creative again after having so many years of starting a business years ago and then losing creativity and losing passion. And this campground has literally brought so much passion and creativity back into my life that it's hard to actually verbalize what that means for me. Joanna is this amazing operational person that just gets so much done. She's so effective. She's so effectively ruthless when it comes to business and executing things, and I could never do anything like this without her. The challenge is that we are running on fumes. We have no money, we have no time, and we have 3 kids that we still have to give our time and attention to, and money as well. I don't know how we're gonna do it. We only have 4 weeks. We're splitting our time. I barely see Joanna. She's so busy. She's at home right now. I'm here at the campground trying to get stuff done, also filming this because it is interesting and it is creative to tell the story. It's a big part of what I like to do. It's a new passion of mine. But at the end of the day, this campground, the imagery and everything about it is going to make people so excited about the outdoors, and it's this nostalgic romance of the outdoors. But like, I don't even get a chance to enjoy it myself. Like, I don't even know if we're going to be able to come camping here this summer. We're so busy. And I put a lot on our family, and I put a lot on myself to succeed. I feel like the last business that I did was a failure, to be honest. I sold it, but it wasn't financially successful. It wasn't a good sale. I sold it to save it. And I don't think people realize that. I think the perception of Joanna and I are that we're sort of like this successful entrepreneurial family that has unlimited resources to just do passion projects like this. But really, at the end of the day, this is our career now. Like, we have to make this work for our family. If we don't make this campground work, we've put everything from the Rex Hotel into it. We've maxed out credit cards. We've just obliterated our credit scores to try to make this happen. And I don't have any regrets. I honestly, like, that's the funny thing about everything that I've done in my career. You know, Joanna and I, for 12 years, we focused on building United by Blue, which is the brand that we built and then sold, again, for no gain. I don't regret that. I learned so much through that process. It's probably why we could launch the Rex Hotel and somewhat immediately see that be successful, because we know how to brand, we know how to market, we know how to tell stories, but it doesn't make it easy. Like, I look at peers in my entrepreneurial generation, and They started apps and they started different companies that don't have like physical things. Like we own earth, we own wood, we own sinks, we own like rocks. I've spent thousands of dollars, probably tens of thousands of dollars on just earth and rocks over the years. And I like that better because it is a physical thing. It's like something that you can tangibly touch and feel, but it's also a lot more work than selling bits and data bytes and whatever techies do and sell. But it hasn't made it easy on me or my family. The management of all of these things, the houses that we've renovated and turned into rental units, the hotel, this campground, this seasonal campground. You want to talk about challenges. We got to open and close this campground every year now. But I really wouldn't have it any other way. I genuinely love what I do. And I genuinely love my family, my wife, my life. But right now it's tough. It's a really difficult season in our life to be outwardly happy, especially as we've grown online and telling our story. We have to openly, celebrate all of these wins and somewhat not talk about all the challenges, all the nights alone, all the unexpected expenses, all the challenges that, divert your attention from the other things that you thought were going to be important that day, but then all of a sudden you got to figure it out. Oh, we don't have electricity. Great. Got to figure that out. Can't work on the tents. Can't work on the marketing plan. Can't work on selling more reservations. The reservations that are important for our whole business to work. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And Joanna's been an amazing trooper in letting me sort of stretch my wings with creativity and honing me in enough to make this whole business work, because we would definitely crash and burn without her. Like, this video wouldn't exist because I wouldn't have the mental bandwidth or ability to actually do a video, because I'd be drowning. This is a big week. We're 4 weeks out and things have to go well this week, because if we don't get what we need to get done this week done, there is no shot that we open June 30th. No shot. But if things go well and we can get the heavy machinery in here, we can get the groundwork done, we can get some fencing up, we can get solar figured out, the tents arrive on time in our big shipping container that we have all of our tents coming in. If all of that goes well, we're in a really good spot. And that stress level will come down a lot. One thing's for sure though, I can't film everything on my own. There's a lot that's going on behind the scenes with this campground project that I hope to one day recap and tell a more comprehensive story. But until then, I hope you enjoy these bits and pieces of our story. I hope you enjoy the visuals of transforming an old campground into a premium camping destination, because I sure as hell love it. Being here physically here is so stressful but so satisfying at the same time. It's hard to describe that feeling. So come on, let's go get some work done and I'll show you what we're up to.